What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Star Wars 40th Anniversary Black Series Han Solo. Now, it has been a while since these guys have been out, but I finally got my hands on a Han Solo. Here we do have him in the packaging. You can see he comes with his blaster, a Stormtrooper blaster, and an alternate set of hands, as well as the really vintage style card back right here. Other figures of this line do include Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi, R2-D2, Death Squad Commander, Chewbacca, Stormtrooper, the Jawa, C-3PO, Sand People, and Darth Vader. Really excited I have Han in hand, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him open up, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review, so sit tight everyone. So here we have Han Solo posing out of the packaging. Before we get on to the figure, let's actually knock out his accessories really fast. He does come with two sets of hands. He has the hands that he has on him right out of the packaging. And then he also does have these extra hands which have his gloves on now. I don't recall in A New Hope him actually wearing these gloves for any extended period of time. I know he wore them right when they were boarding the Falcon, and I think a little after they escaped the Death Star, but I don't recall him wearing them long enough to warrant a figure release. And now, his blaster, which is right here, is actually really nicely done. You can see it has the gray tip right here, some silver wash, and then the brown handle. It does fit in either hand, and the finger does go right through the trigger guard, so that's actually pretty good. And like I said, it's the same with both hands. You just slide this in, and again, finger through the trigger guard, which I really do like that. And he does have some weapon storage for all his accessories, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Now, getting this blaster in is a little tricky because this isn't the softest plastic in the world, so you kind of have to get it in right the first try, and you can see it's already a little warped out of packaging, so do be careful when loading it in. You might accidentally bend the gun, which isn't the best thing, but once you get it in there, you can just go ahead and tab that. It's a really small peg, so there we go, and it's tabbed in. So that actually looks nice. I really do like that. And his other blaster accessory is the Stormtrooper blaster, which you can see right here. It's just done in solid black plastic. There's no grays or any wash done to it. Now, unfortunately, for either hand, he really doesn't hold it perfectly. You can see his finger doesn't quite go through the trigger guard, so he's actually going to have it like that. And it's the same for both fingers. They're not designed for this gun. They're designed for this gun right here. Still really nice that we get this. His last accessory is the Stormtrooper utility belt. Now, it does go on the waist of the figure, but you can see the way it was on in packaging, it actually did warp his vest. So his vest is permanently like this until I can get it heated and close it up. But it's a really nice accessory, but he doesn't wear it that long in the movie. And if you want to have the Stormtrooper's blaster store right there, you can. And then you can have him wearing the belt if you so wish, and then you can have him holding all his weapons. And the only accessory he's not really going to be utilizing are the gloved hands or the ungloved hands. So it's really cool that we do get storage for all his accessories. I do like that. So let's actually have a look at the figure itself now. I unfortunately did not pick up the original Han Solo for the Black Series so many waves ago. He was like in wave 3, I believe. I don't remember, but he was in early. He came out with, I believe, I want to say Greedo and Slave Leia, and he came with almost the same exact accessories, but I'm glad I waited off on it because I really do like the card back, and I feel like the face is a little better on this one. Like, just overall, the paint job they use on him is much better. And that, of course, comes with the way technology has changed since his initial release. But you can see, really love the way it's painted. The eyes are Really well done. Really loving the wash in the hair. Does it look like Han Solo? From certain angles, yes, but for the most part, I'm okay with it. Now, something you will be able to notice is that his head and his neck are two different tones. Under my lights, that's pretty obvious, but in regular conditions, you won't be able to notice it. You can see his vest is really nicely done. It has all the pouches right here. We have the padding right here in the back. Maybe those are also pouches. He is a smuggler after all. His belt right here is a separate appliance, so if you really wanted to, you could take it off, but I don't see... Oh yeah, there's the peg right here. There's a peg right here, but unfortunately, you can't really get it off the leg right here, so be aware that you can unpeg it, but it's not meant to come off. And then you can see his shirt is done in this really nice cream color. His dark blue pants with the red lining going down. And his knee-high black boots, which look really, really nice. I always wanted a pair of black boots like that. So overall, I'm really pleased with this Han Solo. I missed out on his previous release, and I was unable to acquire the figure arts one, so this is actually a good Han Solo to have in my collection. Plus, the backing on the card back is really worth it, especially if you know how to save the packaging, which I do, and as soon as I'm done with this review, he's going right back in his packaging. As far as articulation goes, he has a ball joint in the neck. You can see his head moves pretty well on that ball joint. It goes up and down, left and right, tilts side to side. He also does have a hinge in the neck, which he can bury his chin into his chest. And then he can look up about that high. His hair does get in the way, so you really can't have him look up all the way, but you can get him looking up. Arms on the ball joint go out to about that far. Do a full 360. He bends at the elbow, spins at the elbow, has a swivel and a hinge in the wrist, so pretty good articulation there. He does have a mid-torso crunch right here, which goes forward about that far, back about that far. We do get some side to side and of course some waist swivel there. Legs go forward, back, and out. A little better than 45. This one is of course hindered by the belt, but you can see it does move. He does have a waist or thigh swivel. He is double jointed in the knee, and that works pretty well. I believe that's as far as it goes. But, you know, you really don't need it going further than that. It looks good as is. He also does have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back about that far, forward about that far, and forward-facing pin for rocker. So, overall, really love this figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get on pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Han Solo posed for my final thoughts, and overall I really do like this figure, and I'm really glad I was able to find one. Now, the 40th anniversary Black Series is actually discontinued at the time I'm making this video, and to my knowledge they're not going to be producing any more of these guys. I was lucky enough to pre-order mine on Big Bad Toy Store. They finally got around to shipping them, and I was really excited when I saw that they were in my pile of loot. To my knowledge, they're sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, but I believe Entertainment Earth still might have them in stock. Now, I know Big Bad Toy Store is getting one last run of Wave 2, which I have that on pre-order. As far as finding this out in stores, it's really going to be hard, seeing as how a lot of collectors have already scalped these. And you're going to end up paying a little more than about $50 for Han Solo secondhand or from another collector. If you're lucky enough, you can find a gracious collector to sell it to you at about $30, but you're still paying a little more than retail. I actually paid $25 on Big Bad Toy Store for Han Solo. But it's a really good figure, and I'm really happy I have him in my collection. The $25 was well worth it, especially to finally have Han Solo in the 40th line and to have all the card backs ready to go come next year. It's just going to be so perfect for me. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it informative. Hope you guys enjoyed it. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other Star Wars reviews, as well as all my other 40th figures. Hopefully you'll find those videos entertaining as well. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments. And if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.